Hello! If you're a fan like me, you probably consider The Dukes of Hazzard as one of the greatest sitcoms ever. So, I had this idea that we could have some fun by gathering around a campfire, bringing back memories, and rewatching the show with the entire cast, both past and present. I'll share with you the original names and ages of the actors, as well as how they've evolved up to 2023. Let's go! Daisy Duke was portrayed by Catherine Bach. While filming, she was at the stage of being 25 years old. Bach married David Shaw in 1976. The couple divorced in 1981. Bach married entertainment lawyer Peter Lopez in August 1990. They had two daughters. She is presently 69 years old. Daisy Duke was the cousin of Bo and Luke Duke, the main protagonists of the show, and the three live on a farm on the outskirts of Hazard County with their uncle Jesse. Daisy is a beautiful and independent young woman who is not afraid to speak her mind. She is also a skilled driver and mechanic, and she is often called upon to help Bo and Luke on their adventures. Daisy is also a bit of a flirt, and she often uses her looks to get what she wants. Denver Pyle played Uncle Jesse. He had reached the age of 59 when he participated in the filming. Sadly, in 1997, he passed away at age 77 in Burbank, California, US. Uncle Jesse was the patriarch of the Duke family and the father figure to his nephews Bo and Luke Duke, and his niece Daisy Duke. He was a wise and kind man who always had a good word for everyone. He was also a skilled mechanic and driver, and he often helped Bo and Luke out of trouble with their car. Sorrel Book acted as Boss Hogg in the film. When the filming took place, he was at the age of 49. Unfortunately, in 1994, he tragically passed away at the age of 64 in Sherman Oaks, California, US. Sorrel Book died of colorectal cancer. Boss Hogg was the corrupt and greedy county commissioner of Hazard County. Hogg was always dressed in an all-white suit and a white cowboy hat, and he smoked cigars constantly. He was a greedy, unscrupulous man who would do anything to get his hands on money, including rigging elections, running illegal businesses, and even kidnapping. However, Hogg was also a bit of a coward, and he was often outsmarted by the Dukes. He was also a bit of a glutton, and he loved to eat fried chicken and barbecue. Waylon Jennings took on the role of Balladeer. At the time of filming, he had reached the age of 42. It is with great sadness that we announce you his passing in 2002 at the age of 65 in Chandler, Arizona, US. Jennings died in his sleep from complications of diabetes at his home. The Balladeer was a narrator who would introduce each episode and provide commentary throughout the show. He was also the voice of the Balladeer on the television series The Dukes of Hazzard. Jennings' voice was instantly recognizable, and his songs were a perfect fit for the show's southern setting. Ben Jones assumed the role of Cooter. He was 38 years of age when the filming happened. He began his acting career in the early 1970s. He was also a politician, and he served as a member of the United States House of Representatives from Georgia. At 82 years old, he is currently savoring every moment of life. Cooter was the owner of Cooter's Place, a local garage and repair shop in Hazard County, Georgia. He was also a good friend of the Duke brothers, Bo and Luke, and he often helped them out of jams. Cooter was a kind and helpful person, but he was also a bit of a prankster. He loved to play practical jokes on people, especially Boss Hoggs, the corrupt commissioner of Hazard County. Cooter was also a talented mechanic, and he was always willing to help the Dukes fix their car. Sheriff Roscoe was portrayed by James Best. He was 53 years of age when the filming happened. We sadly inform you that he passed away in 2015 at the age of 89, and his loss has deeply saddened us. Sheriff Roscoe was the bumbling and the corrupt sheriff of Hazard County, Georgia. He was always trying to catch the Duke brothers, Bo and Luke, for speeding and other offenses, but he was always outsmarted by them. Roscoe was a short, overweight man with big mustache and a southern drawl. He was always wearing a sheriff's uniform even when he wasn't working. Roscoe was also a bit of a coward, and he was often afraid of the Dukes. However, he was also a bully, and he would often try to intimidate people, especially those who were smaller than him. Tom Wopat assumed the role of Luke Duke. He had reached the age of 28 when he participated in the filming. He is now 72 years old. Luke Duke was the older of the two Duke brothers, and he was known for his cool-headed and level-headed personality. Luke was often the one who came up with the plans for the Duke's schemes. Luke was a skilled driver, and he was often able to outmaneuver the police and other enemies. Luke was also a skilled mechanic, and he was often able to fix the General Lee when it broke down. He was also a good friend to Bo, and he was always there for him when he needed help. John Schneider assumed the role of Bo Duke. He had reached the age of 19 when he participated in the filming. Schneider was married to former Miss America Tawny Elaine from 1983 to 1986. He married his second wife in 1993 and they have 3 children. He has also had a successful career in music and he has released several albums. Currently, he is enjoying his life at the age of 63. Bo Duke was the younger of the 2 Duke brothers and he was known for his good looks, his charm, and his sense of humor. He was also a skilled driver. Bo was also a loyal friend and a kind-hearted person. He was always willing to help those in need, and he always stood up for what he believed in. Enos was portrayed by Sonny Schroyer. He was 44 years of age when the filming happened. Currently, he is enjoying his life at the age of 88. Enos was a good-natured and somewhat dim-witted deputy sheriff. Enos was born and raised in the Hazard County, and he knew the Dukes since childhood. He was a good friend of theirs, and he often helped them out of the jams. However, he was also a deputy sheriff, and he was often forced to pursue the Dukes when they broke the law. Enos was a good-natured and naive character. He was often gullible, and he was easily tricked by the Dukes. However, he was also a loyal friend, and he always willing to help them out. Rick Hurst assumed the role of Cletus. He was 33 years of age when the filming happened. He is presently 77 years old. Cletus was the cousin of Boss Hawk and the sheriff of nearby Chickasaw County. He was generally portrayed as dim-witted and friendly. Cletus grew up in Hazard with Enos, Hughie, and Cooter. He studied at Hazard County. In first grade, when he wasn't doing well, he gave his teacher, Mrs. Crumley, an apple so she would pass him to the next grade. He was often the butt of jokes. He was also a bit of a dimwit, but he was always willing to help out his friends. Coy Duke was portrayed by Byron Cherry. He had reached the age of 24 when he participated in the filming. He is a skilled actor and a singer. He is also a spokesperson for the American Cancer Society. Byron is married to Krista and he has 2 children. At 68 years old, he is currently savoring every moment of life. Coy Duke was the younger brother of Bo and Luke Duke. He was known for his good looks, his charm, and his sense of humor. He joining their uncle Jesse and cousin Daisy in various adventures and helping to outsmart the corrupt Boss Hawk and the sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane. Christopher Mayer played Vance Duke. At the time of filming, he had reached the age of 25. In 2011, he passed away at the age of 57 in Los Angeles, California, US. Mayer was found dead of natural causes in Los Angeles' home in Sherman Oaks. Vance Duke was the older brother of Coy Duke. He is an excellent driver and possesses similar skills in evading law, just like the rest of the Duke family. He was often in charge of driving the General Lee when Bo and Luke were not available. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please share it on social network, like the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel.